All right. Well, that kicks off our hangout.
Yeah.
Very important to stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Hi, I'm Greco Fabulous. You
Hi,
might remember.
Greco.
Hey, 123 Comics, bro.
That's me.
Yeah. I just heard like some kind of weird echo.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It sounded like you said everyone's over 18.
Whoa. Hold on. All right. Well, that kicks off our
Holy
hangout.
smokes.
Actually, I think I was our one viewer. I did have it open in the chat. Whoops. All right, so if anybody ends up watching this, just to let you know what's going on, this is kind of like a spur of the moment thing. I'm home alone right now. Ah! Literally, my wife and her entire family up and left me and went to San Francisco for like a week. So I'm here with my two kids and a house full of animals, which includes four dogs, a cat, two ducks,
Whoa.
three chickens, a bird, and yeah, I think that's it.
I didn't know that you ran a petting zoo.
Right. well, well, you're gonna learn a lot about me tonight. This is Greco Fabulous Exposed.
And then you're an animal as well.
That's right.
Well, that's crazy, man. I mean, how
my
do you take care of all those? Yeah, exactly. I like that actually. You got a fluff going on like a poof.
I mean, it's not. This isn't very like work safe. Like, but I kind of just like I've given up on life, and I was like, I'm technically gonna be on vacation, and like this started like 3 weeks ago, so I was like, might as well. I'm like, it's right around the corner. Why bother? You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's the way to
And
go. I mean, it's so much easier to just go through a cycle of letting it grow out and then doing all the work at once.
it's true. Although I wanted to give one of those those commercials they always put out now for like those Dollar Shave Clubs and
Mm-hmm.
Aries and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to give them a shot because yeah, like Gillette razors are like crazy expensive, especially
Yeah,
compared to these guys.
yeah.
So I bought the starter kit, which is like the razor, the handle, like three razors, a handle, and like shaving cream for like $10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is gonna work for me, then I'm gonna do it. And I
Yeah.
feel bad because like I tried it and it wasn't like it had a really hard time cutting this off.
Uh,
But I felt like I was setting it up for failure because it's
yeah.
like I don't know, it's like asking it to cut down like the jungle or something.
What do you expect for $1?
The greatest shave I've ever had, obviously.
I've never
So
tried that, and the part of the reason is because I only shave like maybe once a month, every
yeah,
month and a half. So it's like I don't know. I would rather get like a straight razor and just invest.
Hmm.
Although that also scares me.
They are. Yeah, I wouldn't. You're basically I don't know. It's not a good idea.
You're
So
putting your hands into a very sharp utensil.
yeah, no, I would not do that at all. Not even the least bit. So anyways, I think I was going somewhere with my like introduction, but basically, I mean, as per usual, we don't really have like an agenda on these live
Yeah,
hangouts. I mean, this is pretty much a private conversation right now that we're
yeah.
broadcasting live. But it'll probably include like, hey, what have you been up to, man?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, you and I haven't talked online for a while, like a few months, I'd say.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, yeah. I mean, comparatively though, I feel like we've tried to keep in touch a little better
yeah.
than some of the others.
Hmm.
It just seems
Hmm.
like just overall people have kind of gotten busier. I mean, to me it seems, and I don't know if it's just me not really watching
Hmm.
a lot of what's being put out,
Hmm.
but it seems like the community um, as a whole has kind of like dwindled as far as the interaction and what people are
Yeah,
putting out, or at least like. And again, I don't want to come off like I'm the king of the castle now, and
yeah, yeah.
we're like the originals or anything. But as far as the people I came up with, I'm not seeing a lot from them.
I'm with you. Same thing. Like, not to be like an old fogey or anything, but because I'm definitely not. But it is interesting to see things change so quickly. Because I only started this like a year, yeah, a little bit more than that.
No,
More
it's
than a
definitely longer
year.
than that.
2 years? Has it been 2 years? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't. But within that short of amount of time to see things kind of change so much. Um, I don't know. I mean, good or bad, it's just different. So
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I think the YouTube comic book community thing, it like kind of filled a void
yeah.
that we all like. I mean, when we first discovered it, we're all really excited about it. Like, there's other people out there
Hmm.
like us, and it's so easy to connect with them. And
Hmm.
this whole new media. That's like, it's I don't know. It's like being able to hang out with close friends that you never knew you had.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
just having them not be there, so it's like really convenient because it works around your schedule. And then
Yeah.
obviously, like with videos, you can be creative with it, and a lot of people like took that to some pretty extreme lengths,
Yeah. Yeah.
present company included. Uh, so no, it was a lot of fun, and I don't know, maybe everybody's feeling a little more complete now, and they don't need it as much, or other things
Yeah.
have kind of taken it away from them.
I wonder. One of the things that might have changed a little bit was the the all the what do you call it? The formatting changes, I guess, to YouTube since Google kind of took it over and started making it its own, and promoting certain things and not others, and your subscriptions became less important and that sort of thing. I wonder if that has anything to do with the change over time. I have no idea.
Probably, and I mean, I know for me personally, like when I first joined, I really, really, really tried to like sub everybody back and
Right, right.
and like really keep up with everybody's videos, and now there's just such an influx of people that want to communicate and be part of this community,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
yeah,
Obviously, the more the merrier. I've never been somebody who's been super exclusive. Like,
yeah, yeah.
there's been plenty of times where even this week where I plan on having a bunch of live chats. I'm definitely opening it up to the public. So if anybody is interested, this is your chance. Um,
I'll be
but
there.
okay, so yeah, it'll just be you and me.
It'll just be you and me. Yeah.
Extenuating circumstances have made me realize that I do not have any friends.
No friends. I'm not even your friend. I'm just here.
No, I mean basically this is all the publicity stunt for you to kind of keep it away from the community. So you're like, hey everybody, I'm making videos again, just to let you know.
Greco,
So,
please help me. Nobody remembers. Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, where I was getting is that there's like a ton of people. It's just impossible to keep up with everybody, and even me personally, from when I first started, I was just strictly comic books,
Hmm.
and now you can make an argument that my interests have kind of gone more to like the finding that that diamond in the rough type of
Totally.
stuff, where it's like going to the flea market or Craigslist, things like that. And it's true. And I still read comic books. I still, I mean, my pull list has been as big as it's ever been, which is not saying much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm not going to the comic book store, every Wednesday. Is probably why I'm not, putting out comic book related videos
Sure.
that much. Because if I did, it'd be like, all right, here's a book that I bought,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
came out 4 weeks ago, and
Right,
that's already on to a new issue by the time this video comes out.
right, right.
So
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I'm at the point where it's like, I'll I, now I'm making comic book videos every week because, that's what I started out with. I want to make sure that I'm like staying up to date. And like that was part of the issue was I just wasn't reading all the books that I was getting. And I'm like, how can I make sure that I do this? And so it's like, oh, I'll make a video. So that works. But at the same time, like, you know. I want to make other stuff too. And how do you do that when your fan base is mostly comic book people? You know, whether that's video games or like just pure video editing stuff. Like I've wanted to make a little sci-fi short for a long time, and I just haven't. You know, I don't know what appeal that would have, or if it would even fit. You know, so
Speaking of sci-fi,
yeah.
does anybody think this Jupiter Ascending movie is going to do well?
I've been thinking about this because all right. So I see commercials for it, and I'm like, it could be really good, or it could be really bad. You know.
I mean, I think you know which side I'm voting for. So.
Because I don't know. It's got the what are they? What are the siblings? What are their names? The guys who made the Matrix. Wachowski.
I think it's like a Wachowski or something.
Wachowski brothers, or siblings. And it's like they know what they're doing, but at the same time, maybe it's a Star Wars effect where they're getting too much into the CGI stuff. I have no idea. And it has, what's his name, Kermit the Frog from Les Mis. I don't remember what his name is.
Is it because he sounds it, or like does
yeah,
he
when he sings, he kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Shoot. I don't remember what his name is. I'll find it.
Now you make me want to watch Les Mis. Like.
Yeah, you've never seen it?
No. Well, not that version, anyways.
Yeah. It's all right. It's pretty good.
Read it a million times.
Eddie Redmayne.
Oh,
Eddie Redmayne sounds like Kermit the Frog. He's a good actor, though. He was just in that Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's him.
Yeah. So.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Glad we got that figured out. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, like we have anywhere to go from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get back on track. Oh wait.
I see that you have Pac-Man and Burger Time. Is that what's behind you? Nice. Are those arcade things? That are the banners?
Yeah, I think what are they called? Headers or marquees?
Yeah. Or marquees, yeah.
Yeah, no, those are the ones that that were featured on Craigslist Flippin' episode 2.
Oh, I don't watch your videos.
Nobody does, apparently. Actually, we know that's not true. Well, I don't know. I feel like that is a little true.
Yeah.
You've shunned me recently.
What? Excuse me. Well, that's actually pretty true. I just watched like 4 of your videos today.
And I only got comments on 2 of them.
I know. I'm catching up. I don't know. I feel like once you get back too much. You have people who all of a sudden you get like 10 comments from them? I feel like I would be that person, so I want to avoid that.
You just binge watch?
Yeah.
See, I literally, I mean, I'm still pretty addicted to YouTube as far as like going on it like every day.
Yeah.
But it's more like the mobile app.
Yeah.
And basically what I do is I just like hit my subscriptions, see if anything like catches my interest, and just add it to watch later.
Oh.
But like, gotcha. I literally have like 450 videos to watch later. So it's funny. Like, I'm watching videos now that were made like, I don't even think we've hit like December. It might have been like Halloween videos.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what I did initially too. I added a whole bunch to my watch later and then didn't start watching them until much later, and then it was way past due.
Yeah, I got really good. At one point I like caught up because I was working on my fitness, you know.
Nice.
I was on the elliptical.
Yeah.
I had the iPad here and I was like, all right, something's got to keep my attention. And I was doing it for like an hour at a time, so I was banging these videos out.
Yeah.
And, that lasted for like 2 weeks. So.
Well, 2 weeks is a pretty good amount of time to watch just straight YouTube. So.
I was gonna say, yeah, 2 weeks. It's a good amount of time to do anything, really. Like if I figured I'd work out 2 weeks and I'd be set for life. But.
Yeah. You know what changed for me was my job. So at my old job, I used to be able to like I had my own office, and I wasn't like it wasn't 24/7 doing work,
Yeah.
so I could just like close my door and watch some YouTube on my phone for a little while, and that was great. Like that worked out perfectly, and I could stay up to date and blah blah blah. And now it's like now I have my own office still, but it's like I can't. I just don't have any time to watch stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, and the same way, like I've tried to double dip before, like if I'm doing something on the computer,
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah,
it's like I can put some YouTube videos on in the background,
yeah,
but then I find that I start to miss like important details that make me enjoy the video more. So
yeah,
I don't know, it's like the type of videos that I'm watching, it's like a visual experience that I want to be a part of. So it's like there's very few where I can put it on in the background and just listen
hmm
to it and kind of
hmm
get the same out of it. It's almost like if I tried to watch like a Google Hangout, I guess that would be a scenario where that would be okay just to
yeah,
listen to it because it's almost like a podcast.
right.
Like but
So
there's
if you're
very few
listening
of
right
those.
now, this is for
Yeah,
you.
just stop watching and
Just put it in
do
your
it later
pocket.
when you're supposed to be working.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I get what you mean. I've been focusing on. That's another thing. Like, I just kind of expanded my media, so I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately. But I think that's where I need to start watching YouTube videos. Is like when I'm doing dishes and stuff. Just so I can stay up to date. Just make it part of my routine. 'Cause I
Yeah,
do dishes every day, so that's like an hour of time that I could spend watching stuff. So, yeah, I do it sometimes.
yeah, no, it definitely goes, ebbs and flows or whatever that saying is. So peaks and
I,
valley.
I think it's flows and ebbs actually.
Oh, I have been getting off on the wrong foot.
Yes, I think it's actually getting off on the left foot.
Jesus, I'm such
Yeah.
a mess.
Yeah, I know. Didn't your mom ever teach you these sayings? Like, no? Okay. I'm gonna look at comments. We probably
We
have like
might have
three more.
some, we might
Oh, we have
not.
two.
Well, I
Two.
already know what one of them is, I think.
Why are you streaming when The Walking Dead is on? No, I must choose. Frown face.
Well, I think we're gonna make that an easy decision for most people. We like I said, this is just two babbling idiots. There's literally nothing on this agenda. Like I think the only comic talk
Yes.
that you might be hoping for was what we just had, where it's like, it's kind of hard
Yeah,
to make comic book videos nowadays.
I think that should be the title is Two Dudes Babbling.
Yeah.
The other comment is look at you two sexy beasts dirty talking. No, talking dirty.
Oh.
Whoa. Dang. Yes, I know. Well,
Apparently, all those calls to 1-900 numbers is finally paying off for me.
I'm gonna say off the usernames just so that they get a little more attention. But Nerd Vulture was the first guy, and the second one was Monstrism Fizz. I don't even know who that is.
I've heard that name before. It's funny, yeah. Like
Monstrism Fizz.
I feel like I have a completely different audience from my live shows to my actual videos because
Yeah.
I don't believe those two have commented on a video recently,
Huh.
and I'm definitely really good about like commenting back. I definitely like respond to everybody.
Yeah.
So
Well, Monstrism Fizz doesn't have any videos. He must just be like like a lurker. Just kind of watches in the background.
yeah, we welcome all types here.
Totally, totally. That's cool. Well,
Lurk on.
thank you for watching.
Yeah,
Cha
dude, I feel like I'm on somebody else's Google Hangout because we only have 4 viewers. Whereas,
Or
back in the heyday, we would get double digits like nobody's business. But
Dude,
again,
we got another comment.
all right, this is breaking news.
This is running with comics now.
I think I have heard of him.
I don't know if I've ever heard of him, but he says, "I love you guys," with an exclamation point. So that's good.
I think my heart just grew 3 times.
Oh no, I unplugged. Oh god.
Awesome. I'm on that note. I am bro. Do you know that I'm going to Motor City Comic Con?
No, really?
Yeah, it's
Wow, when
official.
is
I mean, it's
that?
been official for a little while now. In May.
May.
So
Wow, that's coming up.
yeah,
So after that, you're coming to San Diego Comic Con, right?
not this year,
Dang it.
but if you still exist in 2016,
I will
I will be there.
exist. I
I
will
will be there.
exist. You, you know, I'm going. I was lucky enough to to be a part of pre-registration this year,
Nice.
and so I have tickets for every day, and so I'm going to be going to that for the second year, and it's crazy. I mean, I believe that New York Comic Con beat us out in terms of attendance last year.
That's what I heard. Yeah, and that's just yeah, it's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Although like
But
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
but DC Comics is moving to California, to
Oh,
Burbank. So now you have DC, Boom, Image, Dark Horse. Uh, who else am I missing? I mean, just tons of comic creators in the California state, in the area. So,
yeah.
should be good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember DC having a huge presence in New York for Comic Con.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's where they were based out of. I don't know where in New York, um, but they're officially moving. I have James Tynion, who is somebody that I went to high school with. He's going to be
Yeah,
moving out
yeah,
here to LA. It's just crazy to think that they're taking everybody and like transplanting them in California. I mean, imagine being Scott Snyder and like working in New York for decades. Well, probably not
yeah.
that long, but for a decade, and then having to move from there to the other side of the country, it was just
I
crazy.
wonder if that's gonna affect his writing at all, because I almost feel like Gotham, New York's kind of like a model for Gotham in a way. So if you take yourself out of that environment, how is it gonna affect
That's what I was thinking. Is
creative
like,
process?
yeah, it's just a different mood, you know, the California feel. I mean, I'm sure you can write dark and gritty anywhere, but
As long as he changes his desktop background, I think he'll be fine.
to show us the skyline of New York, or
Yeah,
yeah,
it'll be all the
totally.
inspiration he needs.
Yeah, for sure. It'll just be interesting. I don't know. I mean, I feel like California is slowly becoming more of the hub, partly just because comic book creators, or the companies rather, are becoming so much more ingrained with the Hollywood culture, you know?
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why DC is moving, is so that Warner Brothers and DC have a better working relationship, you know?
Hmm.
Weird.
Yeah, they definitely got to get on the ball with their movies.
Yeah, I know, seriously. You know, Marvel is so far ahead of the game in terms of movies that I think DC's got some work to do, but they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I'm going to Motor City Comic Con.
Yeah,
I already bought my ticket and my plane ticket, and Scott is being generous enough to house me and be my transportation.
that's awesome. Who's
Uh,
Scott? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I thought you were joking earlier, but now I'm like, maybe they don't have that kind of relationship. I don't know. Um, sorry, I shouldn't have given up his secret identity running with comics.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wait,
yeah,
me?
yes,
I'm just kidding.
one of our commenters.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's happening, and it's actually going to be a pretty quick trip for me because
Yeah.
I know when I originally like proposed it to my wife, like she was very like, really, you're gonna like fly out to meet a strange group of guys and like stay at their house and
Yeah, yeah.
blah blah blah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, they're my friends. You've been talking for like 3 years, and she's, I don't know, she's very not embracing of the YouTube life, which I can understand. You know, the internet is a
Totally.
scary place. You know, even
Yeah.
Craigslist. But I feel like it's a little different. Like, I feel like even though we haven't met face to face, I mean, this is pretty close to
Yeah, for
what
sure.
it is. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
think I'm missing anything by not having you physically in front of me right now.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
Other than I can't confirm whether you have legs or not.
Uh, uh, well, you've seen full body shots, so
I
you
have.
know that I don't have legs. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I don't know. It's different because it's like it's a relationship that's totally online. So
Yeah.
I think it's tough. You know, when I was back in Milwaukee, um, I think when I first got into this, my wife was like, "Why, like, who, you know, we don't ever hang out with friends. Why don't you have any friends?" And I'm like, "I've got tons of friends. They're all online." And it's like, it's kind of weird. But it's not, you know, it's just different, I guess.
No, yeah, and I've gotten to the point where I'm beyond like trying to defend it to people that just like don't understand it.
Yeah,
So it's as long as they're not like constantly like degrading me for what I do, then it's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
because I'm not trying to like bring my wife into it or anybody that's not
for
really
sure.
part of it. Um, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I again for an actual social life for me personally, it's really hard to like
Yeah,
at this point in my life because obviously I have a family and work and there's just not enough time in the day to really be involved in all those different circles and
hmm,
honestly like I feel like if I started hanging out with people from like my comic book shop, like I feel like that would still be an issue because my wife's gonna be like, all right, you're still hanging out with a bunch of nerds. I'm like, well, what do you want from me? Sorry, I'm not as cool as you as I tricked you into thinking I was
yeah.
first started dating
That's awesome.
back when I was
Yeah.
18.
When you're 8?
Teen.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little less creepy. Uh, yeah, it's I mean, it's just a lot of work, right? I mean, to be able to go online and to find people that you think you connect with, it's fairly easy actually if you think about it. And then to the idea of going out to a bar and trying to find somebody who you think you have something in common with, but just by striking up a conversation, I don't know. It just seems almost foreign to like to make friends that way, you know?
Yeah, and it's I feel like yeah, this is definitely so much more convenient because well, number one, you're not just like trying to spark up conversation with some random person and hope that
Right.
you have similar interests. You already know that
Right.
you guys have like that, you know, connecting point,
Yeah.
and you can kind of gauge what somebody's personality is like by watching their videos, and then you can, you know, extend and you know an olive branch and be like, hey, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
maybe you like me.
Totally.
Um, and
Probably not.
yeah, but probably not. And I forget where I was going with it. And then yeah, like we can totally fit each other into our schedules. Like if you drop off for you know a few months, which has happened, like it's no big deal. You know what I mean? Like we understand that people get busy, and
Right.
it's just super convenient to. It's like, and I don't think it. You know, I guess if you try to say that about like a physical relationship with somebody, you could be like, well, that's not a true friendship because if somebody just disappeared on you, then they're
Yeah.
not really your friend. But it almost works better in this case because that can happen in
Right.
NBD. You know, it just
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's funny because I actually like I feel worse like not making videos than like not hanging out with somebody for a month. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's like I feel like I can almost connect easier, yeah, or like on a broader scale through that than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, needless to say, I'm very excited to go to Motor City Comic Con. The only thing is I wish their guest list was a little better. Honestly,
Really?
well, I
Who?
can't think of a single person that like I'm really excited to
I was
see.
gonna say, who's the person that you're most excited to see? I mean, of the whole group.
I honestly I can't even think of. I'd have to look back to see their announcements so far. There hasn't been at least somebody that I haven't met yet, But I
Yeah.
guess I'm spoiled in that I've been to New York a few times and Boston a few times. And, Boston's really picking up steam. So
Totally.
uh,
Are there big names that you have met that are going to be there?
mm,
Like Scott Snyder or like, you know,
I'm gonna look it up
uh,
right now just to verify it. But
Kelly Sue DeConnick or
I feel like their guest list is pretty lacking.
really
To be honest, yeah.
Stan Lee. You got to pay to see him though.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to read
I mean,
comments.
it seems like the big name, and I'm not really like super familiar with his work.
Yeah,
I obviously know the character, but Simon
Peg.
Bisley,
Oh.
no, that one I would be kind of cool to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Judge Dredd.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. That's cool.
but honestly, I haven't really read the Judge Dredd comics. I mean, I've seen the movies, but
Yeah, I feel like it's not that big in the United States, just in general.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I guess it's
like
a
the
big deal that
history's
he's
there.
coming here, stateside, but
Yeah, for sure.
not for me.
Huh.
I mean, dude, I'm like going through the list right now, and I'm even having a hard time like recognizing people, let alone people I'm excited about. I mean, I know Michael Golden, but I've already met him,
Hmm.
and again, that was like one of my first cons where it's like, oh, I own one of his books, I should have him sign it. And I'm like, I don't really care. I mean, like Ivan Rice, I've already met. He's
Hmm.
gonna be there.
Hmm.
Um, Brian Polito, the Lady Death guy.
Hmm.
Which I don't know. I have like a Lady Death swimsuit issue. Like, hi,
Nice.
I'm a total pervert. Can you sign my card?
Uh,
You have created some of the most amazing masturbatory
Erotic
fantasies I've
art.
ever
Yeah,
had. I'm really into dead chicks. Thank you. Um, yeah, I'm just flipping through. And that's like pretty much it. And we're
Wow.
talking about like May, so I don't know
Well,
how many aces they can pull out their sleeves.
I feel like the big names come fairly soon around the actual date, like 2 months out.
Yeah.
Wait, so next month. Actually, that's not that far away. But like, I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting to hear people say yes. I'm available during that time, and I'm not going to be writing anything or something. I have no idea.
I don't know. I think you're just trying to make me feel better.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, but really, it's about the company, right?
Yes, no, I have no doubt that it would have an amazing time. And I'm really hoping. I think Incredible CJ and the Dark Knight are confirmed to be attending as well.
Nice.
Um,
I just listened to the Incredible CJ's radio show today.
yeah, yeah. How was that?
Yeah, it was good. I didn't realize that he did that, but every Sunday he's got a show going on, just talking about comics and playing some music. So it's pretty good. It's interesting. He's talking about TV and talking about different comics and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
it a solo show or?
No, it's him and a co-host. But I mean, it's pretty clear that the Incredible CJ is kind of the leader. He's kind of talking for the most part, and the other guy's like the guy that he bounces stuff off of. So
I
yeah,
hear you. I hear
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So with them, they're confirmed. I think Johnny might grace us with his presence for a day.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and then there's one other person.
His time is valuable.
Yes, in and out. But there's somebody else. I know his face. Why can't I think of his name? On Twitter, he's like goddamn milkman. Is like his name right now.
I don't know. I don't think I follow that person. I'm gonna follow
I'm such a bonehead. He lives in like Colorado. I shouldn't have said anything because now I just look like a big tool. It's like
him.
I hope I'm not crushing this person right now. Where it's like I thought he knew me.
But he doesn't. Never be friends ever.
Use me for the sub, which I mean, I'm pretty much using all of you for the sub. So thanks.
Wait, including me?
Yes, definitely you.
I'm alright with that.
So I give it a couple more years, and I might have earned enough ad dollars to withdraw my $100 from Google AdSense. But so I'm going to Motor City, and then I was gonna like give up either Boston or New York because
Yeah.
I don't want to go to like all cons all the time, and with San Diego in my sights for 16, I kind of want to save up for that. Although honestly,
Free
I feel
housing.
like what's that?
I said free housing.
See, that's the thing. I want to take you up on that offer, but I'm probably gonna go with like a friend of mine and my uncle.
Yeah, yeah.
So in that scenario, obviously, we're gonna get like a hotel or
We
something.
have a queen bed and a couch.
Yeah.
And
Again,
stereo.
they're probably along the lines of the non-embracing of the YouTube community.
Totally.
So, I mean, I definitely appreciate the offer, and
For sure.
yeah, because it stinks, because like it'd be such a huge, like, basically being able to stay with you guys over there, would make it so much more feasible. Like, I mean, obviously not at this point, but like if I had that in my sights and I was gonna like ride solo,
Yeah,
coming this year might have been a possibility.
yeah.
But now I have to like take into account like the cost of staying somewhere and on top of like a flight and the tickets
Right,
themselves, and
right.
then having money for the con. So it's like a legit vacation based on the cost.
Well, if it changes anything, where I live is among like business malls, so which happen to have hotels. So it's always an alternative, and then we can go to the train station together really early in the morning and go to the con from there.
And then can we go out for gelato afterwards?
Sure. Gelato is that actually I know a good gelato place actually. As well as a good fish taco place.
Yeah.
Fish tacos.
So I do think I'm gonna not go to New York this year.
Okay.
Potentially. Um,
How was it last year?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly. Well, see, here's the thing. I really like Artist Alley, like, and just
Yeah.
the talent that New York draws.
Yeah.
The actual like show floor, I could kind of do without because it's just so packed, and I didn't like get anything from that whole experience. It just was just a big frustration, honestly. Like, why aren't these people moving? Like, they need to be
Yeah.
more aware of their surroundings. You can't just stop in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
learn to merge, like all that stuff. Human trafficking, basically.
It'll be almost opposite at Comic-Con, at San Diego Comic-Con. It's
Yeah.
like the Artist Alley is not that great. Like, you get some decent people like Jimmy Palmiotti and what's her name, her, and like
Well, if it's Palmiotti, it's probably Amanda Connor.
Amanda Connor. That's what I'm thinking of. Since
Yeah.
they're married, right?
Yeah, basically. Are they really?
I think so.
Oh, I was gonna say they do appear.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
often together.
I'm pretty
I just
sure
thought it
that
was
they're
because they worked
married.
on like Harley Quinn and things like that.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. And Francesco Francavilla and Rob Liefeld, like
Yeah.
they were there, but most of the other folks are at the like publisher stations.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like Image will have their booth, and that's where most of their big name folks will be. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Neato. But I'm
yeah,
actually super pumped for Boston this year already.
yeah. Do you know
Uh,
who's coming already?
yeah, well, let me tell you. So it's not till the end of July. It's like end of July, beginning of August. But
Yeah.
they already have like, especially if we, like, compared it to Detroit, like. So I'll just name names that I know of, but I'm not necessarily excited to see all of these people. But like Brian Azzarello,
Oh,
Frank Cho, Amanda
nice.
Connor,
Yep.
Evan Dorkin. Do you know him?
No.
So I'm really excited to see him because he did a book called Milk and Cheese back in the
Okay.
day, and it was just really funny. It's like these homicidal like carton of milk and wedge of cheese. It's like the carton of like the wedge of spite and the carton of hate. Like it was just hilarious. And it was like one of the first books I actually picked up when I was like 12.
All right.
So I'm really excited to meet him actually. Let's see, Dave Johnson, Jason Latour.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get.
Is Jason Aaron going to be there too?
Let's see. I don't know. Well, this is an alphabetical order at this point, so no. But I'm excited to. He does Southern Bastards, right? The
Yeah.
tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I missed him at New York. He wasn't at his booth when I walked by a few times, but so I'm hoping to
Gotcha.
drop that in front of him. John Layman, I'm a big
Yep.
Chew
Yep.
fan. I
Yep.
mean, I have met him already, but might
Yep.
as well see him
As
again.
as well as Rob Guillory.
I don't think he's on here.
Gotcha.
So, but I did meet both of them at
Yeah,
one time
they're
in New
cool.
York.
I really like. Well, I really like Rob. I think he's just awesome.
Yeah, they were both great.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tony Moore.
Oh wow.
So that's
Are you gonna
I
have to pay
did.
to see him?
I don't think so.
Sweet.
Because I met him. I met him in New York a year or two ago, and I didn't have to pay. I bought a print though, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I signed
Cool.
that. Jimmy Palmiotti is going to be there.
Yep.
Let's see, Humberto Ramos.
Oh, your favorite.
Well, I already had him signed 700, so I can't guess anymore. Maybe I'll get him to give a shout out to Johnny.
Be like,
he's
hey,
a
could you
huge
sign
fan.
699?
I'd have to be like, hey, do you have a copy of 699? Because I don't.
You could have. Didn't he do number one too? The new number one.
He did, yeah, from what I
Yeah.
know.
I-
And then Curtis Weeb.
Yep.
Weeby.
I really like him. So you have Rat Queen's number one. So
I
you
have
can
Rat
sign
Queen, so that's what I would go after him for.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Cool.
I left a few off the list, but I mean, already, that's pretty awesome. I think.
Yeah. Totally. What do you think about Rock Upchurch being taken off the book for domestic violence?
I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is. I mean, women aren't people. JK. I mean, I honestly am not super familiar with like the whole situation. I know it's
Yeah.
domestic violence related,
Yeah.
but obviously it's a serious thing. So
Yeah. I was just like,
no problem
really?
with it.
Come on. What are you thinking?
Oh, I was like, what, the firing of him or like
No. You're like, you're
to the moon, Alice? No,
yeah.
no, yeah.
Just stupid.
Why are you trying to take us in a serious direction, buddy?
I don't know. I'm just in a serious mood, I guess.
I get in trouble for this sort of thing. I joke about everything, so.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna read off some of our comments.
Yeah, if we got him.
We do,
Got it.
surprisingly.
Got it. On it. You know what I'm saying?
Perishable Records, who's another person that I don't know. I'm actually going to see if he's got some videos. Perishable Records says, "Yo, 20 minutes in 3 watchers. Ain't nobody got time for Greco." Whoa. Sorry, dude.
Hey, no. Dude, last time I went up against Walking Dead, I don't know what it is. Apparently, I'm like on the same cycle as The Walking Dead. But, last time, I killed it. I tell you, all it is, like, again, I already mentioned this to you on Twitter, but this is pretty much like a surprise concert.
Yeah,
like unannounced, just like
just showing up.
The real fans kind of find a way to get here.
Like,
but apparently there are
is streaming. He also said he might be she, I don't know, but said NYCC is Terabad.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wasn't that impressed by it this year, other than like I had fun at Artist Alley, but that was, I pretty much got everything I wanted done in like half a day.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Captain Cummings says, "Look at those 2 wild and crazy guys." Outsider, who I also don't know, says, "I think there should be a community podcast where all could talk about everything comics, like upcoming superhero movies to hot books to be on the lookout for."
Well, if it's comic book related, then I'm not interested.
Nope, we're out. Sorry.
See, I feel like, again, I feel bad because it's like I feel like I got my roots in comic book videos, and definitely a majority of my subscribers are from that community. Like, it's weird. Like, even though I've done the whole flea market thing, and honestly, I feel like I'm killing it with
nice.
my Spidey Sense videos, but I feel like that there's a whole other community of those people that haven't really embraced me yet.
Yeah.
For probably out of jealousy, honestly. I mean, have you seen what they're putting out? It's definitely not.
Caliber. It varies.
Yeah. So and I feel bad because like I gotta give my people something. Like they other than my supreme talent and just dedication, like they're a small part of my success. So I should throw them a bone every once in a while. But
yeah,
I just can't help myself. I feel like it's anytime I bring them up, it's just to put them down. It's like, like in my flea market videos, I'm like, oh, here's some comic books, and I'm not buying any of them.
Well, that's because flea market comic books are always bad.
Yeah.
They're always just not worth it,
Yeah, I mean, again, when I was kind of like just buying blindly, like when I was like, for some reason I like the look of Marvel Bronze Age books.
Mm-hmm.
Those I could find like no problem. But if I'm really trying to like hone in on something, then it's hard to find things.
For sure. Yeah. Last comment. Running with Comics says Motor City Comic Con is going to be fantastic. Who's Scott? Thanks a lot, bro. Unsubbed.
So one thing that I really hope falls into place, and it has nothing to do with Motor City Comic Con, is you know how they like crowd funded or crowdsourced whatever that a RoboCop.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I mean that did happen, but it's completely unrelated. They raised the funds for like a RoboCop statue.
Yeah.
And they're going to erect it in Detroit, and I've been following its progress, and they're hoping to get it up like in the spring. So I'm really, really hoping that.
So you're going to be there when it goes up.
God, I hope so, because I don't see myself going back to Detroit for any other reason. So, dude, I honestly feel like, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't make these kind of like proclamations because I don't know where people live, but I could totally see myself going on like a YouTube Comic-Con tour.
That would be cool. That'd
going
be
all over the
awesome.
place.
Just
Meeting
like take a year and go to every single con you can.
up.
It would
Yeah.
be it would be really funny if you like stalked particular people and just like followed them around, and they'd see you at every single con, and you'd be like, "Hey, remember me?" Why
I mean,
won't you
I'd
talk
stalk
to
people
me?
just to. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed you haven't commented recently. What's up? Giving a lot of thumbs up to other people.
I see you on Twitter.
So it's just a thought, but
Yeah.
again, I don't know who I trust. Again, I would depend on others to like take care of me,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a huge honor for everyone I know.
Don't
Yeah, just
worry, I'll change the sheets for you.
thank you.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool, though. Now that I'm on a far side of the country and in a side where like things are fairly far apart, it's going to be harder to go to different cons. So I'm going to try and go to like WonderCon, but I don't know. There's not that much close by. Like other than WonderCon, I'll have to go to like Houston to go to a con.
Yeah,
So I don't know. We'll see.
you don't have to do it just because I want to do it.
No, I'm going to do it exactly for that reason. I do everything that Greco Fabulous does.
I'm used to being a trailblazer, so
Why do you think I started making videos? When did you start making videos?
I mean comic book related ones.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I think like 2012.
Okay.
Let me check out
I think
what I
that's
got going on.
when I started too. I have no
I think
idea.
I was like surprised by it too. I was like, really? I've been doing this for like 4 years.
I didn't start collecting comic books. The first comic book that I ever picked up was Saga #1. So whenever that was, 2.5 years ago.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this isn't helping me. I'm trying to like pull up. I did oldest to newest, and it's like it doesn't go
That
that
doesn't
far
work.
back. I don't understand video. Let's go to Video Manager. God, you make no sense sometimes.
Man.
YouTube. All right.
August 28th, 2012 was for me.
Why is this being so difficult? Why can't I do oldest? What's wrong with you?
This is really interesting to watch. I'm watching ourselves on this other screen.
This is probably. I like how this is grinded to a halt because
Is it
I don't
grinded
know.
or is it ground?
I think
Probably
grinded.
grinded.
All right, here we go. My first video was titled "My Comic Book Collection," and I
Ah.
posted it June 26th, 2012 at 7 a.m. sharp.
June?
Yeah, June 26th.
So you started making videos before I did.
Yeah. And it has 435 views and only 14 thumbs up and 10 comments. So like it's weird. It has like a lot of views. See, that's what I've noticed. It's not so much the views that have increased with my
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Although I mean, I definitely feel like I have a standard nowadays, and if I don't hit it, like a video is pretty much a failure.
Yeah.
But it's more of the interaction that I care about. Like if
Totally.
people are commenting or thumbs up or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you had a comment or a thumbs up for every view that you had, it wouldn't really matter if it was 10 views, right? Because then it'd be like, oh, it's pretty good.
I mean, if you want to like start throwing like percentages and stuff in there, sure.
100%.
100% user feedback.
I don't know. Yeah.
So, man, it's been doing this for a long time.
You're like old folk now.
Yeah, I used to make comic book videos every week.
Really?
I used to, yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Apparently, I cared or something.
I don't know. What's that like?
It's been so long ago, I completely forgot. Oh man, my movie review of The Amazing Spider-Man did not go over well.
Really?
Only got 43 views.
Oh.
I think it was really stupid too. That's probably why.
Captain Cummings says, "What if the RoboCop statue comes to life and kills Greco?"
I'd almost feel like RoboCop had earned the right to end my life because of him, I feel alive. So it's poetic that he would kill me.
I want to see that movie now.
The new one?
Well, no, the one where he kills you.
What? It's not like in the works, at least I hope not.
I want to see that come to life.
This was that was a fictional comment. It wasn't like
I
really don't want it to happen.
I thought it was real. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what you got going on? What are your plans for the next month?
So like I said, I got to get through this week, and I know, other than I really can't do anything till the kids are in bed. So it's going to be a lot of like video gaming, catching up on my DVR.
Yep.
And,
nice. We should have videos of you just watching TV.
Yeah. Here's a little glimpse into what my life is all about.
Now we fast forward the commercials. Oh.
It's true. Well, my DVR is getting full, so I gotta But again, it's like it almost like correlates to like the whole YouTube thing. Like I keep adding things to like watch later.
Yeah.
But by the time I get around to it, like I've almost lost interest in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I have a ton of those flea markety type shows like Storage Wars and American Pickers and all those things, and like I like American Pickers, but I deleted a bunch of them because I'm like, okay, well, I like the guys and it's cool what they find and stuff, but it's not really up my alley. Like I'm not looking for like, oh, this old, Mustang or like Americana. That's not what I'm looking for.
I found this retro sign from an old Coca-Cola machine.
Yeah, like that's not what I look for when I go out there. So I was like, okay, I can delete those.
Yeah.
And then like Storage Wars is okay because every once in a while they do find something that I would be into, but a lot of the times the people, they kind of like glance over it. They're like, "Oh, I found some comic books. I could sell these for like $1 a piece."
Right.
Or I found these video games. I could sell that. Things like that. So they don't really like. It's not like a main focus of the program. So
yeah.
And yeah, so there's like a lot of those shows, and then I watched like Gotham and The Flash, and I'm behind on those. I think I'm like 3 or 4 episodes behind Gotham.
I haven't watched those yet. Are they worth it?
I really like The Flash. I'm really enjoying it. Cool. And I like Gotham too. So
yeah. I've been watching Agent Carter though. That's been fun.
Yeah, that's one I haven't really watched because I didn't really keep up with Shield.
Yeah. So. Me either. I just kind of picked it up. You don't really need to. It's its own thing.
I don't know. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around a female protagonist. So, like, why would anybody want that?
I know, right?
I'm just like insistent on getting myself in trouble today. I don't know.
You're like, I want everybody to hate me today.
But you guys know this is all an act. I love the
Are,
ladies, and the ladies love me. So
are you gonna watch Daredevil when it comes out?
yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I'm big on Netflix. Netflix has been doing pretty well for themselves as far as what they're producing.
yeah. I'm interested to see it. We'll see if it's any good, but yeah.
I'm curious to see. They just announced that they're working on a live action Legend of Zelda series.
What?
Yeah,
Who is?
Netflix.
What?
Yeah.
That'll be crazy.
I'm curious to see how that'll play out. They're equating it to Game of Thrones, so we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
No.
I mean, as far as like the look, maybe.
But Zelda's so like fun and freewheeling.
Ah, ah. Sorry.
Ah!
Ah.
Yeah, my brother has
I,
Zelda sounds as his like text message indicator.
oh really?
Yeah.
He's kind of disappeared too from the whole. I mean, I know he put out
Oh
something
yeah, yeah.
recently, but
Younger brother, but yeah,
oh, sorry.
man is well, he just got that arcade. Did you see that?
No, that's in my. I'm
Oh
not
man,
gonna. I'll let him skip the
it's
line.
crazy. It's like a smaller arcade. It's not an actual. It's like I don't know. It's hard to describe.
It's not a full size cabinet.
It's not a full size cabinet, but it's not an arcade system either, really. It's like, it is, but it isn't. It plays your system. So you plug in your system, and it plays on that, but you use the same buttons as the arcade. It's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting. Is that
yeah.
something that existed, or did he like make it?
No, it existed,
Oh,
and he like bought it from a pawn shop.
well.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
So we were talking about Legend of Zelda. Oh, I watched
Yes.
this. I watched one of those. What are they called? Quick runs or whatever?
Yeah, speed runs.
Yeah, speed run. I watched a video of a speed run of Ocarina of Time. Did you
Oh
ever see?
yeah. No.
It's crazy because like
Really?
I forget. I think he beat the entire game in like 17 minutes or something. But
Jeez.
you have to take advantage of like glitches and
Yeah.
like things like that, obviously. Because I'm like, how the hell did they do that? But it's just
Yeah.
crazy, just like because you have to be perfect, start to
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
You have to like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where he has to like jump, like travel backwards by like it's just so weird. I don't know. And it's like I would be so upset if I got to like a certain point and like screwed up just like a little bit.
So was he playing it real time?
When he was like, I mean, the video I saw was kind of like a commentary.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he showed the live video, but it
Is
was
that
after the fact that he was, commenting on it.
because there's the tool assisted speed runs, where they can like play it through the computer and then they can like if they mess up then they can back up to where they messed up and then go from there and like
Oh,
essentially record over it so that it's
oh no, as
perfect.
far as I know, he just did it straight through.
Wow, interesting.
Pretty impressive, but it was really cool.
Yeah. I saw one. It's funny that you mentioned speedruns because I just saw one for Super Mario Brothers that's like ridiculous. It takes this really intricate glitch, and it's like you have to place shells in particular positions, and you know, do certain things with Yoshi, and I don't know, it's
Yeah,
nuts.
no, I actually saw that too.
You saw that too?
Jog
Yeah,
my
yeah,
memory. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is he doing? I don't
yeah.
understand. Like, how do people figure this stuff out? Like,
Well, apparently it had been done like like through the computer,
yeah.
but it had never been done in the console. So he was doing it on console, but you had to do it perfectly or else it wouldn't work. I don't know. It's just nuts. That's so much time to spend.
It is.
Anyway,
So, yeah. So,
well, hey, do you have Xbox Live?
not at the moment, no.
Oh, darn.
I did, but I wasn't like playing anything really. Like I jumped on the probably Call of Duty bandwagon just because everybody was doing it, but I
Yep.
suck at it. So
I was just playing some zombies recently, and I was thinking I could do this more.
there's a game called Zombies.
Well, on Call of Duty, on Black
Oh,
Ops,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I was just hoping to find more people that play that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Although I think we're gonna, with some of our tax return money, I think we're gonna get a PS4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's funny.
Nice.
My wife is actually like pushing for it, which is a little.
Wow.
Um, yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's a little out of left field, but she's the one who got the PS3 too, so
Huh. Does she
maybe I
play
can
it
go.
more?
Not really. Like she's more of the like she'll play like sports games, like she'll play
Huh.
Madden and things like that. So that's kind of
Interesting.
neat. But she doesn't really play like the other stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's funny, like the game that got her, that piqued her interest was the new Mortal Kombat that's coming out.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Because I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in God knows how long, but
Yeah,
um, it's because obviously, we live in Massachusetts, so we're all wrapped up in the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
and,
yeah.
they did a Conan,
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, with Rob Gronkowski and Marshawn Lynch, where they were playing the new Mortal Kombat. So
It was so ridiculous. I couldn't believe the like finishing moves on that.
I know.
Oh, so disgusting.
But apparently the game doesn't come out until like March, so
Oh, wow. That's a ways off.
we'll see.
I
I
did.
don't know. I'm not like quick. I mean, I know the systems have been out for like a year now, but I'm not
Yeah,
quick to jump all over it just because I know I don't have time to play like a ton of games, and
yeah, yeah,
like I'm perfectly content with like slowly weeding through the games I have for the older systems,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
moving on from there.
yeah. My wife is into more of the older, the more retro games, so she loves Kirby
Yeah,
and Spyro, and I guess she likes playing like Portal,
yeah.
so puzzle-ish games.
So like I mean, I did just beat The Last of Us, which is
Oh, I've never
relatively
played that. I really
new
want to
for me,
play it.
anyways. It's really
Yeah,
good. Like
yeah,
once you start it, I think won't want to put it down. So
yeah, yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's just I love those kinds of story games, where it's like visually appealing as well as fun to play. So,
yeah, no, it definitely is really cool. So I beat that, and now it's like, and I was playing Psychonauts, but I kind of like stopped for a while,
what
and
is
then
that?
it's it came out for the Xbox
Oh,
originally, and it was made by like Tim Schafer.
oh,
If are you familiar with him at all?
yeah,
Yeah, so he did a lot of those like point and click adventure type games.
huh,
So, by the way, this is a platformer.
okay.
You like
Psychonauts.
basically you're like a recruit at like a sleepaway camp for
Hmm.
people with psychic abilities.
Hmm.
And it's a little cartoony, but you're basically like earning your badges and different types of like psychic abilities, whether it's like telekinesis or pyrotechnics type
Hmm.
of thing, and those things like that. And you can like open doors into people's minds, and you go in, and they're all whacked out, and that's like the levels, and it's pretty
Wow.
neat, and it's funny. So
Huh.
so I played that and I kind of like stopped, and then like the game I'm playing now is like The Curse of Monkey Island, like that old game.
That's
Because
great.
because a while ago I bought a bunch of those type of games from somebody off Craigslist,
Yeah.
where I got Curse of Monkey Island, the one that's after that one I forget. I think Escape from Monkey Island, maybe it's
Hmm.
called.
Hmm.
Grim Fandango,
Hmm.
The Dig, and like a Sam and Max Hit the Road. So
Hmm.
type of
Hmm.
games. So I beat Dig and Sam and Max, and now I'm kind of like back into like the point and click type of arena.
Huh. That's
So
interesting.
but here's the thing, and I hate myself for it, but I always end up like cheating
Okay.
if I can't figure out a puzzle or if I'm stuck. Like I'm just like, oh, I just want to get through it so I can beat the game because again, I don't have time to just like dedicate my life to playing video games. So it's like I'm
Yeah.
wasting too much time. I gotta go.
Yeah.
So, but I have to beat this game without cheating, like
Yeah.
without looking anything up or like what's going on here. But sometimes those games are so frustrating because they have like adventure game logic where it's like, okay, this makes no sense that you would want me to do this, but it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. I remember playing Zelda Majora's Mask and using like Nintendo Power to help like try and get past it and to like beat it because it
Yeah,
was such a puzzle game and just it was so tough and it was like creepy too. It just freaked me out because the music was scary.
it was. Yeah,
Uh,
I did own it too, and I never beat it. So
yeah, me either.
the
I
first,
was
let's say
dying.
the first Zelda game I beat was like Twilight Princess. So
Oh yeah,
it took me a
nice.
while.
Yeah.
That's because I used to always give up on video games. Like, if I, I feel like I'm the worst person ever. It's like I shouldn't even call myself a gamer, but if I like come into any kind of resistance, like,
Yeah, yeah. You just stop.
or like or I was like some kind of like perfectionist, where it's like, oh, the game's not perfect anymore. But since then, I've definitely like loosened up a bit. Like,
Hmm.
obviously, I beat Last of Us, and
Hmm.
I've died plenty of times in that game, and
Hmm.
I'm more okay with just like running into situations and seeing what happens. I don't have
Hmm.
to, in that game, I don't have to be. Although I prefer it, I don't have to be like completely in stealth mode, or
Right,
else, 'cause
right.
sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah.
Um, and then like before that, I finally beat Pokemon, which I
Which
think
one? Which one?
Blue.
Oh, no way.
I never beat.
Nice.
I got it when it first came out,
Yeah,
like back in like '97 or whatever it was, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
I never beat it. Like I've
Oh.
restarted it a million times, and then I finally did. Like I was like, I'm gonna F and do it. Like this is ridiculous. Like
Uh,
I
I
did it.
have I have like 5 different Pokemon games going right now, and probably like at least 20 hours, 40 hours into each. And I haven't actually officially beaten any single one of them. So
Well, that's the thing. I was like, all right, my main focus here is not to catch them all. Like I
yeah,
have to just beat the damn game.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I literally just ran through like I didn't like search for Pokemon. I didn't like if I didn't like try to train extra. Like obviously I would fight everybody that came along my path, and I
Mm-hmm.
would if a Pokemon did appear, I would try to catch it if I didn't have it. But
Yeah,
I just kind of went with like what was available to me, and
yeah, yeah.
that really helped a lot as far as like just like really streamlining the process.
Nice, nice.
I did have to. I kind of screwed myself though, because like right before I got to the Elite Four,
Yeah.
I what did I do? Like I beat the first guy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and my team was nothing like to write home about. Like, and I was like, it was like, I think I had like like really common Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
like Pidgeotto, and like things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I don't even think it was Pidgeot yet. Things like that, and like like who's the guy that does Vine Whip? I mean, the like plant-looking guy.
There's
Turns into
Venusaur. There's uh, uh,
Ivysaur, or not Ivysaur. Like why can't I think of his name? He's like a weed.
Bulb. There's you're thinking of
He turns into like Weeping
Weeping
Bell.
Bell.
He turns into him. Like what's the
Uh,
first?
uh, there's oh man, what's Weeping Bell's unevolved form? Well, there's 2 of them.
There's
Uh,
Victory Bell and Weeping Bell. I just can't think of them.
Victory Bell. Yeah, so you had only the
The first,
the
or
first one.
it might have evolved. He probably
What's
did
his name?
because it was like level 30 something. But
Victory
yeah, I
Bell,
didn't have
Weeping
any of
Bell.
like what the standard like team is. But I
Yeah.
got so excited because I beat the first guy and I was like, maybe I have a chance. Maybe this whole time I've been a Pokemon master
Yeah.
and I just never like went through with it. Like I have this like team of nobodies, but it doesn't matter because I'm the one behind them, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I saved, and then I got to the last guy. I mean Gary again,
Hmm.
and I died.
Hmm.
But and after that, after you die, you lose like half your money, and I literally spent like all my money that I've accumulated up to that point, like
Hmm.
on items before
Hmm.
I fought the Elite Four. But since I saved and then I died, I was like, crap! Now I can't afford anything, so I
Yeah,
screwed
yeah.
myself over. So
Uh,
and it sucks. So at that point, I had to like I went after like the legendaries because I
yeah,
hadn't done that yet, and I got like Articuno and Zapdos and
yeah,
Moltres and stuff.
yeah.
So I ended up beating them with like a team of like mainly those people, which is I feel like is like cheating, but whatever. At that
Not
point, I
necessarily.
had to
I mean,
just get it.
you've gotta catch them, in order to play with them.
I know, but it's just like it would have been so much more fulfilling if I had my original team.
Yeah, yeah. I'm at the point. So I've got this game in Fire Red where I'm at the Elite Four, and I got to the Elite Four, and I'm like, oh, I'm so close. And then as soon as I got there, I got a 3DS with Pokemon X, and I was like, well, I'm gonna play this now, and
See,
it's crazy. It's like 700 and some Pokemon, and
see,
I'm
that's
like,
the thing. I refuse to play anything other than the original.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe yellow. Yeah, yellow's okay. Yellow works because I had yellow, but that's it.
I don't think I have red or blue. I have yellow.
Dude,
I've
you got to
got
get it because there's no
yeah.
way I'm going to get a complete Pokedex unless I have somebody to trade with.
I've got leaf green, fire red,
I have leaf green too, but
black. What else? I don't know. A whole bunch of them.
yeah,
But yeah, leaf green is good. I
it
mean,
is. No,
it's the original, just remade for advance.
yeah, it's funny. Like I found like I played leaf green more often than I did the original. So
Yeah.
then when I went backwards, I was like looking for things that didn't exist.
Oh.
Like I'm like wait, I can't just hit select and like start riding my bike.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's really annoying.
Yeah. Totally. That's one upgrade that they made in the 3DS game that in Pokemon X is you start off with running shoes, and so it's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
sweet. All right, other comments.
Yeah, what's happening?
All right, we got one Sean XXO who says, "Yo, I'm looking for someone named Greco Mediocre. Who the f is this Greco Fabulous guy?"
Oh, it's like people care.
And he says he has a cousin called Greco Amazing, and they are all of the Greco clan.
Yeah.
Batman Comic 87 says new Mortal Kombat looks great. He also says The Last of Us was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Mr. Momobot says, do you guys have Nintendo 3DS or 2DS? Well, there you go.
Just
I've
have
got
one DS.
I just yeah, I've got 3DS and I've got the regular DS, but not the 2DS.
Yeah, I didn't go beyond Game Boy Advance SP. That's
Okay. Does your SP have the
the
three
backlight.
levels of lighting?
Three what?
There's an SP that has three levels of lighting.
No, it's either on or off.
Okay. Yeah. There's like one where it's off, one where it's
No,
very
I don't
bright
need the
lighting.
foreplay. Let's just
And
go hardcore.
yeah. He also says, you guys need to try playing Monster Hunter 4. I've never played that.
I've heard of Monster Hunter before, but
Yeah.
I mean, how many? I can't just go my entire adult life chasing after little creatures. in trying to enslave them.
Yeah.
Or
I
can it?
have. You can. You can. I think Ash Ketchum is a testament to that.
Dude, Ash sucks. How long has he been trying to catch them all?
Years, decades. I actually have the original Monster Hunter in Japanese for Game Boy, but have never really played it all that much just because it's in Japanese, and so I can't like follow it.
Yeah, that's gotta be pretty unsatisfying.
Yeah,
I
it's
did
very unsatisfying.
I did beat one Japanese game before. It was like it was based on this anime called Magic Knight Ray Earth, I think. You ever heard of that?
Huh? No.
I don't know. It had to do with, of course, it had to do with like three, like I think, like you know, school age girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the whole Sailor Moon thing. They have mystical powers, or they were like ancient princesses that needed to be awakened on Earth. I forget the story, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we my uncle imported the Sega Saturn game because they didn't make one for the U.S.
Oh.
and I beat it because you could. It's one of those games where you could kind of figure out what was happening based on
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, then they ended up making a U.S. version
Uh,
of it.
right after that.
Pretty fulfilling.
That's good. Last comment. Oh no, there's two of them.
No, I want
Comic.
the end to stop it. Let me die. I need to go back out there and shovel.
Batman Comic 87 says still working on Omega Ruby. He's talking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
never gonna touch it.
No, definitely not.
There's not,
And
according to me, there's not more than 151 Pokemon.
I know. The new ones are weird, and then you get into like the Mega Pokemon. So
Did I ever tell you that I got an official, um, I don't know, copy or whatever you want to call it of Mew?
like the card?
No, like the Pokemon like in the
Oh,
game.
really?
I got an
No.
official one from Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
back in the day, like Toys R Us was doing some kind of it was around Christmas time or the holidays. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so.
Oh yeah. Hanukkah, Christmas,
No one included.
Kwanzaa, Festivus.
No, back when Toys R Us was very, very, never mind. I can't even make my joke right, but because I can't think of the word. What is it? Well, they only catered to Christians.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Totally.
So they were doing some kind of like giveaway. I think it was maybe it was around Black Friday, where
Mhm.
as people walked in, they gave you like these scratch cards, and
Mhm.
you would scratch off and they're like, oh, you won 10% off today's
Yeah.
purchase or whatever. But then
I
it was
remember that.
Pokemon. It was Pokemon themed, so if you scratched it, you could win a Mew,
Huh.
and they would trade it to you then and there. And I remember I went, and like parents would get the cards and be like, "What the hell is this?" So like they literally
Yeah.
just like threw them on the ground.
Yeah.
So I remember just like running around the store, like picking them up and scratching them, and I finally
Oh.
got one.
That's
And,
crazy.
Yeah, I remember I traded my Sandshrew to get Mew, and
That's a good deal.
but dude, like I'm so pissed. Apparently, I saved over that game because I don't have
No.
it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like who does that? like
Oh man, that sucks.
I know. It's like I'm never gonna get that opportunity again.
Yeah.
Like, who has a legitimate Mew? Anymore?
Nobody.
Like it's not some crazy like Game Shark method or
Right.
other way to get him.
Right.
And I let him go.
You gotta catch them all.
It's like getting a bald ego and then just like shooting it. I don't know.
Or like catching it and being like, awesome, and then leaving it in the cage and it dies.
Yeah. I'm sick of you.
Oh. Alright, last comment. Mr. Momobot says, You must catch them all or kill them all.
I kind of want to like do a playthrough now or a let's play where I'm just like just destroying
Destroying
Pokemon.
all the Pokemon.
Yeah, everyone that I meet, I'm just killing them.
You
I don't.
never catch a Pokemon. You only use one.
Yeah, the
whole
one that was
time.
given to me.
Yeah. That'd be insane. Oh, all right, man.
Yeah, it's about that time. I
It's
do.
about that time.
I do have to take the
Shoveling.
dogs out for one last round. I will do some shoveling. And then I'm gonna end the night by playing some Resident Evil 6. Get that off my
Nice.
plate.
I gotta take my
Um,
wife out for dinner.
Oh yeah, that's right, dinner. Yeah.
Yep,
Sorry, I would
yep.
have ended it sooner. Where are you guys going?
No big
I mean,
deal.
if you want to dive
We're
all-
going to an Ethiopian place. She
They
just
don't-
finished. I don't know if you heard her yell. She just finished her like thesis work. So,
Whoop-de-whoop.
sorry, not her thesis work, but a big project.
Yeah. But Ethiopian, they don't come across as like big eaters to me though. So
They eat with their hands. That was you were making
you
a
think they'd
racist
have better
remark, and I
results?
did. Yeah.
They don't seem to be the healthiest bunch. So yeah, thanks for coming on, and
Thanks.
yeah, I mean, guys, the five of you that are watching this right now, I literally might be doing a Google Hangout every day until like through Friday night because I am, as the title says, I am home alone, and apparently this is what I want to do with my time. So
Mhm.
I might use one of those days to film a new Spidey Sense video, but otherwise, I want to connect with you, the people. So if you've ever had a a fantasy of wanting to hang out with me live, then your chance. Let's make your dreams come true.
Make history.
Yeah. So
And as for me, I'm gonna be working on this video thing that I've got. It's not YouTube related, so I might not even make a video this Wednesday, unfortunately. But
so we're not going to be invited to lay at your feet.
no, well, we'll see. I mean, it depends on how much work I get done. But it'll probably be taking up all my time this week because it's due on Friday. So I'll be cranking that out, and then I'd like to.
Wait, you have a
share it.
video that's due Friday?
Yeah, it's for this contest, this video contest.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's this thing that my wife and I are working on, and hopefully it's good. We'll see.
It must be nice to have a partner that supports you. I have so many grand visions of things I want to do, but it's hard when you're the talent and the production crew.
Yeah. You
So-
have to edit and film and do everything. So
All right, I think I heard her.
yeah. I'll get going. All right.
Okay, enjoy.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.